welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and we're looking at a puzzle called Surprising Stars by Ryan Adams. I'll tell you the rules in a moment, and I think they hint at why the stars are a bit surprising in this puzzle, and they are. Now, we reached the deadline today for the Extra Byte Sudoku hunt on Patreon. There will be a new hunt on the 1st of November. Don't know much about that at the moment. But there will be one, and we'll look forward to bringing that to you in due course. Of course, there are all the Spider by Saber videos, some very tough listeners, and crossword videos and connections videos on Patreon as well. So well worth tuning in there. And of course, you can still attempt the past Sudoku hunts, which have so much extra Sudoku if you enjoy the variant stuff on the channel. And if you enjoy totally other stuff, we are streaming actually at the moment. We should be halfway through a stream, the moment being 11 p.m. UK time tonight. You can catch up with that stream on the VOD of that. If you click the live button on the channel, that should take you there. Blueprint's house again, I believe. So I may be lying to my alternate self on the other video, but I don't think so. Anyway, that is one of the things we're doing. We're also in the Wall Street Journal now. You can get to SVEN'S SUDOku PAD on the links under the video. You can get all of our apps, which feature Line Sudoku and Domino Sudoku and Fog of War Sudoku. We have a tiny bit of fog in this puzzle. What else is going on? There's all sorts of the worms. The worms are the newest things on the app sort of area in the app space, and they are by Michael Lefkowitz and Phistomefel joining James Sinclair and Marty Sears as suppliers of the worms. Brilliant stuff. Now let's have a look at this puzzle. The rules are, let's just follow along closely with the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply. 1 to 9 in every row, column, and 3 by 3 box. Digits separated by an X sum to 10. All possible X clues have been given. So that means these two cells don't sum to 10 because there would be an X. So a negative constraint there. Killer cages. There's a rule about killer cages. I don't see any, but it says any digits in a cage sum to the total in the top left corner of the cage. Digits can repeat in a cage if allowed by other rules. I'm assuming there's going to be at least one cage under the fog, and I can tell you digits do not repeat in that because they're not allowed by other rules. Each star in the puzzle, that's obviously these looped lines, contains the same set of 8 digits between 1 and 9, i.e. digits do not repeat on a star. And the missing digit never appears on any of the stars. We have to deduce what that missing digit is. Note, the half stars in the corners are connected diagonally to make whole stars. So that's part of a star with that one. That's one whole star together, and this is another one. That's the sort of thing AI would struggle to interpret what that sentence meant, but I think all of us can understand it very rationally. Now, the fog in the puzzle will clear once all occurrences of the missing digit have been placed, the digit that's not on the stars. I mean, this is all very surprising. It's surprising to me that you can make this puzzle with these 6 stars in it. They're not necessarily clones, but they do contain the same 8 digits. It's strange. Right, give it a try on that first link under the video. I am going to start now. Let's get cracking. I don't know what to do here. I kind of feel I'd like to colour the X pairs. Oh, here we go. Look, on these corner stars, I can add up the total of the star because there's 4 X's. I'm going to colour these X pairs as well, by the way. So let's make that a yellow X pair and that one a blue one and an orange one and a green one. Now, there are 4 pairs of these digits are all different from each other. There are 4 pairs of digits that add up to 10 amongst the Sudoku digits. 1 and 9, 2 and 8, 3 and 7, 4 and 6. The missing digit is clearly a 5. We didn't need the secret to work that out. Now, what colour is this X pair? I think we can work it out. It's not yellow because it's in the same column as two yellow cells. It's not blue because that cell couldn't be blue if it could see both of the possible blue cells. What I've done here with the colours is said 1 and 9 are both yellow, say, or whatever pair it is are both yellow. So there are going to be 2 yellows, 2 blues, 2 oranges and 2 greens in every row, column and box. And this one can't be yellow or blue. It also can't be orange because those 2 orange cells are looking at that. So this is green. This one now can't be green. It can't be orange. That could be blue or yellow. So let's look at this. This can't be green. It can't be blue because those blue cells are looking at that. And it can't be orange because if it was, these 2 orange cells would be looking at that. So this is yellow. Then we have orange and blue to put on this star, and that one must be orange because it sees those. This one must be blue. So we've done well on the corner stars so far. Now, the X's on the other stars, they're not going around the star. They're sort of skipping a cell if you were going on the loop. I don't know. These can't be blue because in this column we've had both blues. So in fact, none of those cells can be blue. Therefore, that one can't be blue as well. It's not wildly helpful. Oh, by the way, I've just figured out this is just a colouring puzzle. We're never going to know what number is what until we get some fog revealed. Or well, no, okay, we might get the fog revealed if we can work out where all the 5s go. So they never go on the stars. Let's just have a very quick, I doubt that we can complete this at this stage, but let's have a very quick look. The 5s can never go in any of the cells I've coloured, obviously, or any of the cells I've highlighted. So all the 5s in the puzzle, right, the 5 in the central row goes in one of the fog cells. The 5 in the central column goes in one of the fog cells, so they only overlap in one place, and that is a 5 in the centre of the puzzle. Simon used to have a theorem that some of the very best Sudoku puzzles in terms of the genius construction would end up with a 5 in the middle. And there it is in this one. Did I mention that the author is Ryan Adams? I'm not sure I did. It's not actually written on the version I'm solving, but probably above my head. Now, I don't know what to do. Like this pair, I don't know. They can't be green, but that's all I know. This pair can't be orange. That one can't be yellow. That one can't be blue. It is a desperately symmetrical puzzle. Oh, look, there is evidence of a cage that fills the whole plus here in the middle. Now, what about 5s? I don't think I can know where 5s go in the rest of the puzzle. Maybe there's a reason the 5 couldn't go there, because then in box 1, 5 would have to be in one of those. Okay, if there was a 5 there, in box 2, the 5 would be in one of those, so that's ruled out. So now we definitely have a 5 here. I don't think this is a way to do it. I don't think it's telling me anything. I don't know what is going to tell me anything. I'm going to have to do more colouring. It's hard. It's hard to go about it. Okay. This cell can't be orange or blue, and nor can that one, because I see both of each colour. So they're selected from yellow and green, these 2 cells. And then we've got a pair there and a pair there in the column. And those 2 pairs, therefore, are blue and orange because they... Oh, no, because these could both be yellow. And then you could have double green here. I don't know. If there was a reason why one of these is green and one of them is yellow, that would be really useful. Then we'd have double blue and orange here, a green and yellow here. In this row, I mean, it works very similarly. Those two are are selected from blue and orange, but they could be double of one. Gosh, I don't know. None of these can be blue, and therefore this one can't be blue. It just feels like there isn't enough information. Oh, there's the negative constraint. I mean, how is that going to help? It is going to help somehow, isn't it? It is going to help somehow. I mean, it sort of means that these two can't both be the same color. But we've still got 5 to place as well. Right, there's got to be something going on with the negative constraint, because otherwise there's just no way of doing anything. So I need to think very clearly about what the negative constraint can do. I don't think it can act on any of these colors that we've already put in the grid, because the third one of those colors by Sudoku could never go touching those. The point about the negative constraint is now we've got the colors going, apart from in these 4 dominoes and maybe in the fog somewhere. No, not even in the fog. You can never have 2 pairs of the same color touching each other apart from there, because the fog, because there would be an X. There would be an X between them. So in this column, we've got 2 blues to go and an orange and a 5. The 5 can't go here. The 2 blues can't go together. Those could be the 2 blues with 5 there and orange there. Or those could be the 2 blues with 5 here and orange here. It's still definitely to do with this negative constraint. That is going to be how we do something. So maybe it's not to do with the perimetrical rows and columns. I don't think that pair is interesting. This cell, if this is a 5, fine. Right, these 5 cells, we must not have 2 orange or 2 yellow touching each other in those. It's the rule. This cell, if this is colored, let's say it was colored orange, then none of these could be orange because there's no X. So if that was orange, that would have to be orange. And the same is true for yellow. If this was 5, then neither this pair nor this pair could be the same color. So whatever that was would be there. And in fact, that would be orange because there's 2 yellows looking at that cell. So if that was 5, this is a pair of oranges. If this is orange, that's orange. But if this is yellow, that's yellow. Oh, where does this digit go in box 2? Okay, I'm going to make it red for the purposes of analysing this. It can't go on the star and it can't go there by Sudoku, so it goes in one of those cells. Then in row 3, it goes in one of these 2. Now, where's red in this box? It's in one of these 2. And therefore it's in one of these 3 cells in column 9. Okay, this is an interesting field of study here. None of these can be red, because if red's there, they're in the same column, and if red's there, Oh, the very fact that red goes in one of these cells. Oh, you see, I was wrong here. I was wrong here. I'm going to have to take back those last two moves because red could be the same as yellow. And I was wrong up here as well. No, I wasn't. I wasn't, because red did have to be in one of those. This is vital. Right. I've worked out what color red is, and it's blindingly obvious. Right. Once I put red there, one of these two is red. That is definitely a true conclusion. And they can't be orange because there's two oranges in the row. So red is yellow. And that is a good conclusion. And it was really very obvious. It took me a while, but there we go. Yellow is there. One of these is yellow. Now, I was quite wrong to say there was a yellow here because yellow is there. Yellow is in one of those. Yellow is in one of these three. And I don't know the answer to that yet. But I can sort of follow this cell around the grid to here. And this digit, where does that appear in box 4 in one of those cells? Therefore, it's not yellow or green. According to this box, it's not orange. It's on the star, so it's not 5. So that is blue. And one of these is blue, and one of these is blue. Now, this is where yellow must go in the box. And that's good. That's the sort of thing we want to get. Now we look at this cell. Where does it go in this box? Sorry, in box 8. It doesn't go on the rest of the star, and it doesn't go there. So it's in one of those two. So this is not orange or blue, and it's not yellow either. It must be green. This is very neat. One of those is green, but we look at this cell, and we say it has to go in one of those. And therefore, it's not blue, yellow, or green, and it is orange, and orange is in one of those. And now orange must be there. This must be where green is in row 7. This must be where blue is in column 3. And look, I've got one of each on those little Phistomefel ring corners. Good. Now, we've found yellow and orange up here. These remaining cells are filled with a 5, a yellow, and an orange. The yellow doesn't go here because there would be an X connecting those two, and it doesn't go here because we've already had 2 yellows in the column. So the yellow goes here. I don't know that I can decide between the orange and a 5 for the other cells, but that became yellow. In a very similar fashion, this is going to have to be blue because blue can't be there or there because of the potential X. And then this one can't be yellow or orange or blue, so that's green. And this one can't be green, yellow, or blue, so that's orange. Now I've got all of these cells done, and they're making little pairs in the boxes. Where's the second green on this star? I think it's quite a nice question now. It is. This green, yeah, or nearly. I haven't quite determined it, but it's close. Green can't be in those cells because there's already 2 greens in that row. This cell can't be green because wherever this green is, it would be touching it, and there's no X between either that pair or that pair. This also can't be green. Oh, yeah, it does work, because that would touch this and have an X. And this can't be green, I've finally worked out, because that would make this green on the X, and this can't be green again because of the 2 greens already in that row. So the only place for the second green on this star is there. And now I can rotate around the grid doing that. For this, where's the orange? I mean, I could go through this again. It's going to work out exactly the same. No orange there because of 2 oranges in the column. No orange there because there would be an X with another orange. No orange here because that would be an X. No orange here because it would force orange here. So therefore orange here. Where's yellow on this star? It's going to be here. Where's blue on this star? It's going to be here. Now we know, I was going to say we know that's not blue, but that's not right. There are 2 blues in every row, column and box. What we do know now is the sum of this cage. Don't we? No, we don't. We know there's one blue, one yellow, one orange, and one green in it, because that's all that's left in box 5. We don't know the sum. The sum is really going to matter. That's going to start disambiguating digits somehow. I don't know. I think we've still got something interesting to reveal under the fog. Anyway, now, what do we now know about, say, I'm getting rid of that colouring. That's just messing with my head. Now, we've had 2 greens on this star. So none of these cells are green. Oh, I was going to say one of these is green. Where's the other green? And I was going to say it was here, but maybe both of these are green. In this row, what were we going to need? We were going to need a yellow. And that yellow can't go here because there's already 2 yellows in the box. So there's a yellow in one of these 3 cells and a green. Oh, but the 2 yellows on the star in this box are both in, or the 2 yellows on this star are both in box 8. There must be 2 yellows on it. So they're not there or there. So the only place yellow, the second yellow in the bottom row can go is here. Oh, that's good. Right, let's run that round the grid. The only place that blue can go in this column is not there because of those 2. Can't go here or here because there are going to be 2 blues on this bit of star. So blue is going to have to go there. And that's going to apply to green here and orange here. And now look, this is exactly what we wanted in the middle row and column. We've got an orange and a blue. Well, I wanted it earlier. Maybe it's not so valuable now. These 2 X's must be a pair of greens and a pair of yellows. Okay, I do want that because that's going to leave blue and orange in these cells, and they can't go next to their own colour because we can see enough fog. There's enough fog clearance to know that there's no X between those 2 or between those 2. So I'm going to have to put blue there and orange there. In a very similar fashion, in this column, we've got one of these pairs is double blue, one is double orange. And these are 1 green and 1 yellow. Green can't go next to green or there'd be an X, etc. So we've coloured the middle box, even though it's got fog still standing in it. We've got a pair of blue and a pair of orange to place here. Okay, so on this star, we've got both greens are done, 1 yellow. We're going to need another yellow, which is not in this row. It's got to be on the star. It's not going to be there because there'd be another one here. So one of these is a yellow. One of these is a blue. One of these is a green. One of these is an orange. Now, this is a pair, either of blue or orange. And then the remaining cells include that one and not this one. So this is the actual yellow, and that's not. Similarly, this is the actual blue, and that's not. Because we mustn't have an X. There isn't an X there. So these 2 are going to have to be the same, either blue or orange. And those 2 are blue and orange. So this is a quad of blue and orange. And the 5 can't be here, or these would both be green. So the 5's in one of those cells. Anyway, I was going to run that round. So I've put the blue here. Up here, I think it's that one that can't be. Which one is it that can't be green? I'm going to have to go back to first principles. That is either the blue or orange pair, and the other pair out of blue and orange is going to have that cell and one of these 2. So that is not green, and this is green. And similarly, this is orange, and that's not. Should probably be able to tell whether this is green and that yellow, or the other way around. But they're definitely green and yellow between them, and blue can't be in both of those, so one of them is a 5. That is definitely blue now. And this is definitely green, and this is definitely orange, and that is definitely yellow. Now we've got the 2 yellows in the column. Is that any use? No. Well, maybe. This cell sees 2 greens in the row, 2 yellows in the column, or also 2 greens on its star. Oh, but it can't be orange because it's touching an orange cell. So that is blue. And therefore this is the other blue, and this is double orange. And now this is double blue, and these 2 are double orange on the star. And similarly, this cannot be blue from the row, orange from the column, or yellow from the proximity to another yellow. So that's green, this is double yellow, that's double green. These 2 are both yellow. Got nearly all of it coloured in my 4 colours. Not quite all done yet. I've got to place all the 5s, haven't I, to get the fog reveal. Ah, where's 5 in this row? I've got 8 colours. Goodness me, that's going to do it. Now I'm going to get all the 5s. 5 in row 7 is there. That gives us 5 here. Let's get rid of those pencil marks. 5 in column 7 and column 3 is done, and that's going to give me the last 2 5s. This is going to clear fog. There we go. Oh, this is not the way I was expecting. We've got a new rule cleared. Increase digits from bulb. This is a thermo. Yes, so that's very amusing. So Ryan couldn't put, he put the killer rules in the rules of the puzzle, but he couldn't put the thermo rules because that was going to change how it worked. Now, this thermo then, oh, it's not just the thermo, there's also a 15 sum being revealed. So the contents of this cage are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we know which way 1, 2, 3, 4 goes. And now we know that orange consists of a 1, 9 pair. We can probably just fill them in if I'm not much mistaken. Oh, no, that ran out of steam in a hurry. Oh, wait, that's a 9, and that's on a star with a 1. Okay, that's fine. That did keep going. Didn't think about the star there. This is now 1. Oh, I don't have another orange in this. Oh, wait, the remaining cell that wasn't a 5 is now definitely coloured in each of the even numbered boxes, and the remaining cell in the corner boxes, the odd number boxes, is also coloured, and we can work out what the colour is, and that is going to enable us to number up the whole puzzle. Now I got there in my orange colouring, we get 9. I can do 9 and 1, 1 and 9. Right, next we will do that's the wrong spot for 9, there it is. Next we will do 2 and 8, which are green. So that 2 gets an 8 there. That's on a star. 2, 8, 2, 8. This 2 looks up to there. That's up on a star. And that is now a 2. That's an 8. That's a 2. That's an 8. Sorry about the ping. That's a 2 and that's an 8. Okay. 3 and 7 are blue. Oh, it's nice when you're just filling in a puzzle because you know it's working. That's 3 in the corner. That 3 in the spotlight, losing its religion. That's a 7. That's a 3. 7, 3. That's 7. That's 3. We haven't got any on this star yet, but that's 7. That's 3. That's 7. That's 3. That's 7. Then we've got 6 and 4. We've got 1, 4 in the grid. and it's going to finish off all of our 6s and 4s. 4 on that star gives us a 6 there. 6, 4. 4 here looks down to the bottom. 6, 4. 6, 4, 6, 4 in the corner. 4 and 6 up at the top. And that is the conclusion of some surprising stars. Excellent puzzle. Good fun. And I really enjoyed myself there, as usual. It's just such a pleasure to play these brilliant Sudoku puzzles every day. Ryan, very neat. I could not see how we were going to ever work out which digits were which, even with a total here. But you did it by hiding a thermo. Maybe I should have been able to see the grey bits of thermo. I didn't notice them if they were visible. Great stuff. Thank you for watching. Always a pleasure to be with you on the channel. Really hope to see you again tomorrow, or of course on the VOD of the Blueprints Hunt stream. Bye for now.